Gotta shout out two kings. Shout out to two kings. Give them a round of applause. Doing some wealthy rapper stuff. What up? You got Cinco Smith, creator and founder of Wealthy Rapper at wealthyrapper.com. And basically, I like to speak or educate on things that I feel can make you a wealthy rapper, or at least develop a wealthy mentality in terms of rap. Because a lot of artists are just artists. A lot of artists just really want to make music and put it out, and that's great because anything that you're doing that you love to do that does not feel like work but is rewarding at the same time and pays at the same time is better than amazing. So I do not want to take or discredit that. However, as artists, as rappers specifically, we got to do better and understand money, understand financial literacy, understand economics and the foundational point. So as I learn, I teach, and it's things that I've been able to implement over the years and teach. But now I want to just specify and talk to the rappers because this is not a conversation that's had every single day. It's like brand new information, or they found out after they've lost hundreds of thousands or ultimately millions of dollars. So a wealthy rapper is stepping in and say, you know what? Let's talk about it in the lingo they can understand from an individual who is also an artist in a way that I think is digestible. Because if you're hearing it from a big term corporate standpoint from somebody in a suit and tie, that may not resonate with you. So you feel like you're in over your head. And yeah, you can hire a team of people who can do these things for you. But when you understand it for yourself, it's a game changer. So now when you talk to certain people, you're able to talk to them in a way that lets them know that you understand at least the basics of economics. Now, that's not what this video is about. That's what Wealthy Rapper is about. But the two kings that I want to shout out are none other than the king himself, Yo Gotti, and the king himself, Tory Lanez. Yo Gotti, if you don't know who Yo Gotti is, he's a hip hop artist and he's been in the game for maybe 20 plus years. I don't even want to, misquote the number, but he's been in the game for a while and he tells stories and he speaks to people that come from where he come from, which is usually an impoverished area. So he's been through some things, share some stories, and he's been able to connect with artists for years on top of years and been making music for forever. But the thing I want to salute him for and congratulate him for is getting access and ownership to his masters. He got a lot of content, a lot of music, and now he has ownership to his master. He's been in different record deals and things of that nature, and it's done what it's done. But having ownership to his masters is a whole nother game changer because of the royalties that will come from music that he's produced years ago that he continues to produce will outlive him, will build generational wealth for real, and the power that comes from the ability to be able to create as an artist. Because you got to understand, you're tapped into the God force when you're an artist. You got to understand that the artists are the co-creators of the world, and if you're tapped into the co-creators and the creator of the world, then that's a win-win situation. But then when you own it, now you get your soul and really get to create from a different space. And it's a freeing feel because now you're not doing anything to justify or please anybody else. You're doing it for yourself and it pays tenfold. It's artists who make money that own their art that make way more, even though they may be less known than a person who has a record deal. So it's power in the ownership and the things that he's able to do, from a publishing standpoint, just by having ownership. And owning your masters and publishing is two different things, but just the things and the freedom that he's able to create by having ownership, I want to salute and applaud that brother and look forward to what's yet to come. If you don't know Yo Gotti, he's out of Memphis, Tennessee. Check him out. If you like trap type music or whatever motivation and, riding type music, Yo Gotti got you faded. The other king I want to shout out for the same exact reason, getting ownership of his masters recently, and he even has projects that he says that he feels like he couldn't wait to release, but he wanted to release it once he had full ownership of his career because he didn't want to give them his best stuff. Now he's ready to release some of his brand or some of his grandest ideas. He even has, a different language uh project that he wants to release in a total different language, and then some other things that he wants to weave in. But the king that I want to shout out secondly is the king out of Canada, Tory Lanez. And he's a hip hop artist. He raps, but at the same time he sings. So he makes the music that's just, he can make some hood music, some trap music. He can make, some singing relationship type music and a combination of the two. Kind of like a Drake, but he's doing his own thing in his own lane, got some dope music. But the dopest part is the fact that he practiced a wealthy rapper habit, which is ownership. him getting ownership to his masters and the things that he's able to do as well now, and the things that he plans to do is just a wealthy rapper mentality. So when we do art, we can't just think about the music itself. Let's think from a place of ownership. And I'm not here to say that a record deal is bad because it can really propel your career, but at least be thinking from a wealthy mentality. If you are an artist and you are a part of some type of record label, see if it's some things, some moves that you could be making that can tap into ownership. Is the company that you're working for or working with a publicly traded company? Can you invest and have ownership in the stock associated with that company? Who knows? Are the things that you're spending your money on things that are helping further your career, including fees that you might have to pay the labels? Can those things be tax deductions that offsets your income? So now you might have made $100,000, but 40,000 went to things that help further your career. So now you're able to take 40,000 off of that 100,000. It looks like you only made 60,000. You're able to keep more of your money, and that is true even if you make a million plus. So really understand the power and the leverage that you can have as an artist thinking wealthy, whether you in a record deal or not, or whether you reclaimed your masters or not. So understand the power in that. And if you want access to a free video, pretty much a video walkthrough where I just go over how artists can create multiple streams of income, even if they never get a record deal, even if they never get famous. Visit wealthyrapper.com. Link should be available below, depending on where you're watching this video. Wealthyrapper.com, spelled exactly how it sounds, the correct way, and then you get free access instantly. So check that out. I just wanted to salute those two kings for doing wealthy rapper things, because as a culture, that's what we got to understand, and that's what we got to do in order to really own this industry. Because right now we don't, but we can and we will. Because I got your back. That's all I got. Cinco Smith signing out. Salute.